Hi there, this is Lawrence Simon, a technical writer on the documentation team at cPanel. I'm here to show you how to install WordPress on a cPanel account. WordPress is a very popular and useful content management system. A lot of cPanel users use WordPress to create, publish, and maintain their websites. One method to install WordPress is to install it as a CP add-on. A CP add-on is a prepackaged application for your site that manages a bulletin board, shopping cart, or blog. The other method is to install WordPress manually, whether through shell access at the command line or via FTP. I'll show you both methods in this video. First, let's try to install WordPress as a CP add-on. Let's go ahead and log into cPanel. Here we are in the cPanel home interface. Scroll down to Software and look for Site Software. If you do not see Site Software, look for an icon that says Install WordPress or something similar. If you don't find an icon like that, you'll need to manually install WordPress or contact your hosting provider to get them to add WordPress as a CP add-on. I'll show you how to manually install WordPress later in this video, okay? However, I see Site Software right here, so I'll click on it. The Site Software interface appears. If WordPress isn't available as a CP add-on, you'll see a message similar to this one. Once again, you'll need to manually install WordPress or contact your hosting provider to get them to add WordPress as a CP add-on. If the WordPress CP add-on is available, you'll see WordPress available as a link. Click WordPress. The WordPress CP add-on interface will appear. Read through the license terms. No, seriously, read them. I heard about a software company that's stuck in something that grants the rights to your immortal soul into a license agreement. Now, we at cPanel don't do that kind of thing. Where would we keep all of them? Oh, anyway, let's enter a username for your WordPress admin. You'll use this username to log into WordPress. Then, enter a password for that username and confirm it. The password strength meter indicates the relative strength of your password. Or you can click Generate Password to have the system generate a strong password for you. The system will suggest that you use your cPanel account's email address as the WordPress admin email address, but you can change it to something else. The installation URL is where cPanel will install WordPress, and that's where visitors will go to view your site. The system suggests the WordPress directory, so if your site is cPanelDemonstration.com, they would go to cPanelDemonstration.com/WordPress. You can change it to blog or news, or put it in your document root so visitors just go to your domain and see the WordPress site. That's if you're managing your entire website with WordPress. However, that would overwrite any files in that directory, so be careful. After you enter the installation URL, give your WordPress site a name. I'll call it cPanel Demonstration. Then, enter a description. This will appear as the byline on most WordPress templates. WordPress uses a MySQL database to store all the posts and content. WordPress uses the table prefix for the MySQL database tables that it uses to store posts and other information. We'll leave the table prefix set to WP. If you already have a database, select it from the menu, and you'll enter the database username and password. Otherwise, let the system create a database, database user, and database user password for you. And then click Install. A confirmation message will appear with your admin name, password, and a link to your WordPress site. Click on that link to the WordPress site. Your WordPress site will appear. You'll see some sample content in that site. Scroll down to the lower right corner and click the Login link. The WordPress login interface will appear. Enter the admin user and password that you entered earlier in the form. Click Login, and you're in the administration dashboard. At this point, I'd recommend that you go to WordPress's site at wordpress.org for instructions on how to configure and customize your WordPress site. So, you don't have the cP add-on. Well, the next option available is to install WordPress manually through the shell or via FTP. First, we're going to create a database and database user for WordPress to use. Then, we'll download and unpack the WordPress files, whether we do that via shell or via FTP. Finally, we'll install WordPress. Are you ready? Okay, let's go. Let's log back into cPanel. And we're in the cPanel home interface. First, we'll create the database for our site. Scroll down to Databases and click MySQL Database Wizard. The wizard appears. Let's give the database a name and click Next Step. Then, give the database a user and a password for that user. Be sure to confirm the password. The strength bar indicates the relative strength of the password. To allow the system to generate a strong password for you, click Password Generator. Then, click Create User. Finally, we'll add that user to the database with full permissions. And click Next Step. There, the database is ready. Remember this information. You're going to need it later. Okay, this is where we get the WordPress package and upload it to your site. If you have shell access, let's connect to your site via SSH. Go to the Accounts Home directory and run the following command: wget space and then the location of the WordPress tar file. Your server will download the latest version of WordPress. Then you'll unzip the file with this command: gunzip space latest.tar.gz. That's the file you downloaded. Then you'll run the following command to unpack that tarball: tar space -xvf space latest.tar. There, all the files have been extracted. We've downloaded the files into the WordPress directory, so visitors will go to cPanelDemonstration.com/WordPress to see your site. But you can change the name of the WordPress directory to something else, like blog or news. If you want to install WordPress in your document root, well, change to the WordPress directory with the command cd space WordPress, and then move all your files from the WordPress directory into your document root with the following command: mv space ***/. Now, if you don't have shell access, you can still install WordPress via FTP. Download the WordPress package to your computer. You can find it at wordpress.org/download. Click it. Then, use your preferred extraction tool to unpack the file. Yay, files! Open your preferred FTP client and upload those files to the directory in which you wish to create your WordPress site. I'm using FireFTP, which is an FTP client for the Firefox web browser. You can also use WebDisk, File Manager, or SFTP to upload your files. If you want more information about how to set up an FTP account or transfer files, well, watch our other tutorial videos on that subject. Okay, you've put the WordPress files on your server. Good. Let's finish the manual installation process. Open your web browser and navigate to the directory in which you installed WordPress. I left the files in the WordPress directory, so I'll navigate to cPanelDemonstration.com/WordPress. The WordPress installation interface appears. This interface will walk you through the steps to install WordPress. Select your language and click Continue. A welcome interface appears that reminds you that you're going to need all that database information we filled in before. Click Let's Go. Then, enter the information about your WordPress database that you just created. And click Submit. A new interface will appear which confirms that WordPress connected to your database. If you see an error message here, check your settings. And if it still doesn't work, talk to your site administrator. Click Run the install. A new interface welcomes you and asks for more information. Here, we'll enter a title for our WordPress site. Then, we'll enter the WordPress username that we wish to use. This is different from our database username. Remember, this is different from your database username. WordPress automatically generates a strong password for you, but I'm going to be stupid and change it to a weak password. Since it's a weak password, I have to confirm that it's okay. Enter your email address and click Install WordPress. A new interface appears with your WordPress admin username and password. Click Log In. Enter your username and password and click Log In. And you're in the administration dashboard. At this point, I recommend that you go to WordPress's site at wordpress.org for instructions on how to configure and customize your WordPress site. For more information about how to install WordPress through cPanel, go to go.cpanel.net/WordPress. For more information about cPanel, the hosting platform of choice, go to cPanel.com or follow us on Twitter. Thank you for watching.